The weather for the weekend, which Saturday, as I said, looks pretty good, which is good because starting this Saturday, horror movie fans have an outdoor spot to watch their favorite fright films in Hartford, and I'll add another F to that. How about free? Chip McCabe from Hartford Business Improvement District and Hartford.com back with us today. Nice to have you.
Thanks for having me.
You are a horror film buff.
I am very much
so. You had something to do with putting this together, didn't you?
This series is my baby. You can't tell by looking at me, but yeah, it is.
We'll get into the event in just a second, but what draws you to horror films?
I've been drawn to horror films since I was a little kid. Heavy metal music, Stephen King novels, horror films. It's written in my DNA.
But now I love Stephen King novels, and I read them growing up. But in terms of horror, that I don't normally think of Stephen King with horror. I think of suspense. But in terms of gore and jump scares and all that stuff.
Have you read Pet Sematary?
Yes, I have.
Recently?
Yeah, well, there's his counterpoint. Yes. All right, so we come together, we come up with this idea, Spooky Popcorn. Tell us about it.
So it's a free outdoor horror movie series in Constitution Plaza, downtown Hartford. Starts this Saturday the 12th with The Conjuring, which has a Connecticut connection.
Yes,
of course,
it does, because we're
Warrens.
talking about the Warren family.
Correct. It runs for 8 straight Saturday nights until August 30th. And then we wrap it up actually on Saturday, September 6th with the Bizarre Bazaar, which is a Halloween vendor fair that we do. So.
Okay, the Bizarre Bazaar.
Correct.
Got it. I'm going to read off a couple of the films that they're going to show. I saw the TV Glow. Speaking of Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive, which I liked a lot. And then you've got Jordan Peele's Candyman sequel. Now we're starting to get into the really scary stuff. How did you pick these films?
So it's curated. We always try to have at least one foreign language film, and that year is a film called When Evil Lurks.
When Evil Lurks.
From Argentina.
Which I've not heard of.
It's a recent film. It is possibly the goriest of the films,
okay,
so I wouldn't talk about that.
Mark August 16th off of not showing up at Spooky Popcorn. Thank you.
But we try to have newer films, like I saw the TV Glow and the 2021 Candyman, mixed with classics like Scanners and Suspiria.
Yeah, some of those go back to the early 80s. You got 28 Days Later as well, which the sequel just came out. So if you want to see how it all started,
come Spooky Popcorn.
There you go. Who are you aiming this at? Because I would admit, as a parent, I try to keep a firm eye on what my kids are watching. They're a little older now, so I don't care as much. But still, some of this stuff can be a little much. What do you tell parents?
So we do ask that anyone that's 17 or under is accompanied by an adult. These are all R-rated films.
Right.
But we do have a lot of families who come out with older kids, teenagers, tweens and teens mostly. We're aiming this towards horror movie fans.
Yeah.
That is an eclectic batch of people.
Absolutely.
Both in terms of where they're coming from, their demographics. It's one of our most eclectic series that we do.
And as much as we want to say that we're introducing this whole genre to a new generation, especially some of those older films, which you had to load up the film projector and watch, right?
Yeah, something like that.
But what do you, in terms of what's the goal here? It's another great event to get people downtown.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. And we're hoping that people come down early, they grab dinner at one of the restaurants on Pratt Street or downtown Hartford, and then they come see a free movie. We do have vendors that are going to be there.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because the local artists, crafters as well. You got speaking of food, you've got desserts. You got Capital Ice Cream, the Wheelie Cool, and a couple more as well.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Yeah, Capital Ice Cream will be there for the first two. So you come out and get some ice cream. We've got lots of giveaways that we're doing, contesting, so you can win prizes to some of the local restaurants in the area, like Urban Lodge and Sunbury, or you can win prizes to Hartford Stage.
All you have to do is survive the film. If you can make it to the end, you're good to go. Constitution Plaza, there it is on the screen. July 12th to August 30th starts this weekend. More information and the list of films is going to be at fox61.com. You know what? It's funny. I'm looking at those. So we talk about Ed and Lorraine Warren, who were from Connecticut, who were if you don't know, they were the famous investigators who looked into the Amityville house, amongst others. And let me tell you something. I think that might be the scariest stuff you're going to show. Forget the gore. That might be the scariest stuff.
It's a spooky film.
Chip McCabe, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Go check out horror films. We have more coming up right now. Here's Symphony.